His guys ready to get this one going. Across from him, Saints head coach Kellen Moore. His guys also found in their opener a week ago, so we got a couple of teams here desperately trying to avoid that 0-2 start. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. Cooks flashing the footwork. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be...
Just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler. Under pressure, they got him again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fielded at the 33. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the former Hoosier, their rookie quarterback from Indiana.
And I can't imagine that Week 1 was anything except a whirlwind for this young man. A few bright spots in the opener, but as expected, a few rookie mistakes as well. Let's find out if he learned from them, and we'll show some progress and improvement starting here in Week 2.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll look to throw here. That's caught by Jennings. 3rd down and 10. Back to throw. That's complete.
Out right and cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late, because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
They open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Rattler wants to throw it. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd.
Throwing is Rattler. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another first down.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 42-yard line.
To the air is Rattler. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Rattler. And it is caught. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Good throw there. And I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And able to get this out to the 25. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. And let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands and maybe the offense will move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play.
That too.
The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 14 carries, 77 yards. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers. They certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Nice coverage that time by Pete Warner. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down.
San Francisco.
This is brought in at the 21. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now Rattler. They'll get this out to Kamara. Listen, he stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. First carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard after the 49. You look at this Niner defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And from analyzing them and talking with their defensive coordinator, we know they have a full playbook. So look for them to mix up coverages, pressure one play, fall back the next. They'll do a lot of different things trying to confuse the offense.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all they needed. First down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Coming left is Kamara. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
They'll fake the give, and here's Rattler. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll take it down shy to 45 at the 46. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
It's a call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit to prevent him from making another catch to his big start.
On to punt is Camarda as he sends this one away. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. The Niners set to take over on offense. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
23-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he gets this up past the 30. The Niners had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And right now they're probably asking, hey, who did we offend in the scheduling office? Back-to-back road games to start the season.
Yeah, that's a great question. I bet someone called the league office to protest, but sometimes it just shakes out that way. But they get out of this with a split, knowing they'll get those home games later in the season, it could be quite an advantage for them if they take care of business now.
Oh, he faked him with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Well, here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The first catch of the game for George Kittle.
The 2nd down.
7th play of the drive now as they come up over 3rd and 3.
A 9-yard gain on the play.
Back to throw here.
And it's 3rd down.
Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey.
The 3rd down.
Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. So here are the Saints to take over. They were losers a week ago to Arizona, but they're on top here as they start this drive with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. And he'll start with a give to Kamara. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 1.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Fred Warner in on the tackle.
They'll go with the keeper. Uh-oh, he is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. Here's Jake Camarda now. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Pushes him over. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
And the 49ers.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very low. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Brings up second and 14.
They'll drop the throw. Now he's going to step up and run. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Saints, first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the 47 now, they work with a second and 7. Now back to throw. Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
In punt formation.
So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. We enjoyed it so much last week, the EA folks said, hey, come back, let's do it again. So here we are, Week 2. Let's get after it. Our spin around the NFL starts now. It begins in Vegas. The Raiders at home to take on the Chargers in the AFC West. And it's the Raiders quarterback. He's going to scramble for this one and take it in. 4 yards away, touchdown. From there, why don't we go out to the space city of Houston, looking in on the Texans as they play host to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And it's a man back after that terrible injury on Christmas Eve last year, Tank Dell. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. 77 yards for the touchdown. Lastly, let's go out to Arrowhead. The Chiefs taking on the Eagles. And it's last year's Offensive Player of the Year, Saquon Barkley. He's going to show some burst, and he has a score, 24 yards on the touchdown. The Eagles even up their record at 1-1 as they get the win here. With that, we give you a look at the rest of the early games and games still in progress here in Week 2 of the NFL season. Meanwhile, in our game, just one touchdown on the board. 7-0 is the score as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
That's complete out left to Ayuk. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 9.
They'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the 49er first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence. The big plays are out there.
Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
At the 46-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That ball caught, Brandon Ayuk. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 39.
And the 49er first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. One down for a sack. Chase Young getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
The pressure gets to him again. Chase Young in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both 1st and 2nd down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Another pressure, and they get to him again.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Wide open receiver complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So front inside Niner territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
24 yards to gain there. Another first down as well.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
First and goal at the
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for Taysom
They'll try
Hill.
again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw for it with Rattler. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they're able to build on things here with a field goal. But, the question is how much longer can they really rely on their defense to pitch a shutout?
That's a great question because the guys on the other sideline are saying, give us the ball. We want another shot at this. So, yes, tight game. You'll take the 3. But this game, it's far from over.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
They'll look to throw here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the 49er first down.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. We'll get this up to about the 44.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. He was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line.
And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Got McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They'll get 8 yards on the run, and that is going to close out this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. 2nd and 2. Pass complete to Pearsall. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 right at the 20. He'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Saints' 20-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. They'll look to throw again. That's caught by Jennings. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's another 49er first down. First and goal, San Francisco.
And a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here. And that winds up a touchdown.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting. Morstead out now following the touchdown. The New Orleans offense set to take over. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
On the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
No gain there, and it's complete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Results in a fourth
So
down.
here we go. A big spot now for Blake Groupie. This to swell the lead to 6. And this one is no good. He missed it. And that will keep this a 3-point game. Maybe an important fourth quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the posts. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
And San Francisco gets set to go here. Well, they didn't fall behind any further. Quarter deficit. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to have a Niners first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
And the 49ers first down. A gain of 12.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Second and 6. And he's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
And the 49er first
A give running left. It's McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard of a pickup there. That'll bring up a second and 9. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win, and the defense is covering.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers have taken a fourth quarter lead.
There it is, partner. You see it. 4 fingers.
You're holding
What does that
up 4
mean?
fingers. That signifies the fourth quarter's here.
That's right. Who's going to dominate? Usually both teams are holding them up. We own the fourth quarter. What we found out so far, 2 touchdowns here, and now they've taken the lead.
Second one putting them in front. You know what I see on the other sideline, though? It seems like they've tensed up, had that lead. They were playing not to lose it, and they've lost it.
That's a great observation. When you play not to lose, you usually don't win.
Now, though, they'll have the opportunity to respond. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. So all eyes on the Saints offense. Down by 4, 2:06 to play. They'll have one play, maybe 2, before the 2-minute warning as they've got a first down. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And incomplete on the deep ball. Trying to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here we go. This is 4th down. They'll go. Here's Rattler. Connecting with Hill. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of the first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 44-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
18 on the play. First down, San Francisco.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ballgame. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Robinson up the middle. And he will have a Niners first down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the 49er first down.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the 49ers, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.